Parentology with Paula is your survival guide to parenting. Join Paula as she discusses important issues with parenting experts.
Do you think teachers, parents, doctors are too quick? Sometimes it seems like every child now is diagnosed with ADHD. What can parents do to help the children? What's the most difficult thing for moms in the beginning?
And real parents.
Ever feel guilty to have the babies in bed with you? Because like, no way.
Parentology with Paula is where you'll learn the ins, the outs, and the what's abouts of parenting. Join Paula.
If you need insurance for your car, home, or business, call Kevin Skuse. Kevin is an insurance broker licensed to sell insurance throughout New York State and has recently decided to set up his main office in the Capital District area. Every day, Kevin helps local residents and business owners make smart decisions when buying insurance for their cars, homes, and businesses. Kevin Skuse represents various insurance companies and is therefore able to shop around for the best rate. 390-5681. That way you'll truly know if you're getting the best deal. 390-5681.
Welcome back. This is Parentology. I'm Paula Gretzinger. Today we're talking about teen makeup, what's appropriate and what's not. And I'm at Innovation Salon in Guilderland, New York, joined by Jen Shaughnessy, who is a makeup artist. Thank you so much for joining me today, Jen. And we also have a model, too. What's her name? Taylor. Jen, what is appropriate and what's not for teens?
I would suggest to stay within things that look natural, something that brings out their features without covering up everything on their face. Their skin is usually flawless. They usually have beautiful features, so it's just important to bring those features out without covering up everything on their face.
Okay, so you're going to show us.
Yeah, I'm going to show you
exactly
today a few things that you can do, just a few basic steps, nothing that's going to cost a lot of money, and things that they can master easily without looking like they've tried too hard.
Okay.
First, we're going to make sure that the eyelids are nice and clean and ready to apply product. Now you want to make sure that the skin is really hydrated. So even just a lightweight moisturizer with a sunscreen would be great. I always prefer to start with the eyes first because it makes such a mess underneath here that it's a lot easier to clean it up. Apply a very thin layer of Too Faced eyeshadow base called First Base all over her lid. Just a really thin layer, keeping it under the crease. Next, I'm going to apply a loose powdered eyeshadow. And I've chosen a really soft pink because it's pretty and it's shimmery. And it's not so much that it'll be really distracting. I've chosen Senna's Buttercream eyeshadow, and using a fluff brush like this Bedhead VIP brush, I'm just gonna lightly tap it into the eyeshadow. I always tap off the excess so that it doesn't have too much applied, and then just really lightly apply it to the brow bone. So right now we finished her eyeshadow and we're gonna go into eyeliner and mascara. There's a couple different ways you can do eyeliner. If you can't master a pencil, I would suggest using a brush with shadow. And if you can master a pencil, just make sure it's always sharpened and that your lines are even and soft instead of a really dark, thick ring of eyeliner around your eyes. So I'm just gonna use the side of my pencil and right into the lash line, I'm going to, in separate sections, do a line underneath her lashes. Once you're done with the eyeliner, I would highly suggest to smudge it so that it softens it up. You can use a pencil brush like this MAC brush and just smudge out the liner, keeping it in the lash line. So what I'm going to apply now is mascara. I'm going to have Taylor look up at the ceiling and I'm going to apply it to the underneath of her lashes, and then I'm going to lift her eyelid up a little bit and do the same thing to the tops of her lashes. Using Calvin Klein's Bare Concealer, so you can just blot it wherever you need it, under the eyes on blemishes, and then use a brush or your finger to lightly smooth it out. I'm going to take a powder brush and put a little bit in here. It is a little bit messy, so I would say just kind of turn your brush upward and shake it so that a lot of the powder settles in here and it won't go all over the place. Concentrate it where you need it most first. So just really lightly buff it into the skin. To prevent teens from spending too much time in the tanning bed, they can always look to bronzers to give their skin a little bit of warmth. Just apply bronzer with a blush brush in the areas where the sun would naturally hit the high planes of your face first, along the cheekbones, on the nose, a little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the chin, not everywhere. And if you still feel like your face needs a little color, You can go in and add a pretty little blush right on the apples of the cheeks. And we're just gonna wrap it up with lip gloss. Diamond Gloss Super Shine Lip Gloss. And it comes in a squeeze tube. I'm gonna apply it with a brush, but you can just apply it right on the lips, right out of the tube. That's it.
So Jen, what would you say is the most important thing for teens to keep in mind?
I would say keep it within 10 minutes. If you're covering up everything, you're covering too much. Just enhance your features, keep it within 10 minutes.
If you would like to get more information on teen makeup, what's appropriate and what's not, just log on to my website, parentologywithpaula.com.
This wraps up this episode of Parentology. Thanks for watching. If you would like to be a guest on the show, or if you have a topic you'd like to see, just log on to my website, parentologywithpaula.com, send me an email, and friend me on Facebook.